In the final episode of the Vedic Meditation Series, Swamini Satyavratananda Ji will explain the concept of Nididhyasana or Contemplation Meditation. This stage is for advanced seekers only, but the promise of Vedanta is that everyone can arrive here. With this, we conclude this series. I hope you've enjoyed this series and progressed in your meditation journey. Namaskar, Swamini Ji.
Namaskar, Deepak Day.
How are you?
Fine.
We have arrived at the final stage of our meditation journey.
Yes.
Please show us the way.
We completed our relaxation meditation, concentration meditation, then expansion meditation, and value meditation. These 4 meditations are called guided meditation also, or Vedic meditation. Since we are taking the methods, techniques from our scriptures, therefore we call it as Vedic meditation. These 4 are for all people common general practice of meditation. Everyone can practice this 4 types of practices. One can apply into their life and they can do. And next, last and final one is called Nididhyasana or contemplation meditation. There is a lot of difference between the first 4 and this 5th one. This is not for all participants, all meditators. This is only for a group of people, specific group of seekers of liberation, and those who are interested in studying Shastra, and those who are studying Shastra, those who have completed Shastra, those who want to internalize the Mahavakya, that means Upanishadic statements of Atma Swarupam. For those participants alone, this is relevant, this Nididhyasana. Therefore, we call it as contemplation. Instead of doing meditation word, instead of using that, we use contemplation meditation. Mainly contemplation only we say. In Sanskrit, we call it as Nididhyasanam. What exactly Nididhyasanam means, that I will just explain. Those who want to practice this Nididhyasanam, I'll give the derivation, then we'll go further explanations and all. So, first of all, Nididhyasanam, there are 4 steps. These 4 steps, they are very, very useful. Number 1 is Adhikari. Who is eligible, qualified to perform this Nididhyasanam? In Puja Swami Dayananda Saraswati's words, Nididhyasanam is like an alert living of that person who is a spiritual seeker. Vedantic student, we can say, who has completed Bhagavad Gita, Upanishads, Prakarana Grandhas, of course Brahma Sutra, if full, or at least in the middle, they have completed or they are doing that Chatusutri. If not Brahma Sutra totally, at least 4 sutras. If they are completed, for them this Nididhyasanam is relevant. So this person alone is the Adhikari, deserved person to do Nididhyasanam. Then second step of Nididhyasanam is the object of contemplation is the subject itself. Main difference in meditation and contemplation. In meditation, the object of meditation is outside, away from the person, different from the person. Here in contemplation, the object of meditation is the subject himself or herself, oneself. So that subject itself is called myself, aham, brahma, asmi. I am the object of contemplation, who is the subject. So I meditate upon myself. There is I means here we have to understand it is not a body mind complex. That is the vachyartha we call primary meaning, immediate meaning, but that is not what I'm going to meditate upon or contemplate upon. But I'm going to contemplate upon lakshyartha, the implied meaning of I. I am pure existence, consciousness, principle, infinite principle. That aham alone is Brahman. Or we can say higher I. Just for in Vedanta, we use the word lower I, ahankara I. That is real I is people think ajnanis, ignorant people. But Shastra says you are not that ahankara I, lower I, vyavaharika I. You are interacting with the world as a brother, sister, father, mother. That I is a vyavahara I. Upon that, we are not contemplating here. A Vedantic student who is contemplating on Brahman, his own or her own nature. That is Lakshyartha Hai, higher I. So lower I Dhyanam is meditation. Lower I, Hankara, doing meditation upon any object is that is meditation. Here contemplation, I am meditating upon myself. That is the difference between meditation and contemplation. Then third method or step given in Bhagavad Gita, Ashtanga Yoga, Bhagavan has given 6th chapter. Bhagavan said, Samadhi Abhyasa Rupa Nididhyasana. Nididhyasanam is of two types. Samadhi Abhyasa Rupa Nididhyasanam and Brahma Abhyasa Rupa Nididhyasanam. I will explain later. These are the two types in Nididhyasanam. 5th chapter end, Bhagavan Krishna gives Brahmabhyasa Rupa Nididhyasanam. In 6th chapter, Bhagavan Krishna gives Samadhi Abhyasa Rupa Nididhyasana. So this is the one basic difference between meditation and contemplation also two types. So Pratyahara Nididhyasanam, there also asana, pranayama, pratyahara, dharana, dhyana, samadhi comes in Ashtanga Yoga. But Ashtanga Yoga Samadhi is quite different from Vedanta Samadhi. Panchadashikara Vidyaranya Swami talks about Vedantic Samadhi, especially in Drigdrishya Viveka. He elaborately explained these two types of Nididhyasanam. So, Samadhi of that Yoga Shastra is thoughtlessness. That is why yoga chitta vritti nirodha, they say. Thoughtless meditation, they talk. Thoughtlessness. But we don't recommend that. Vedanta never accept that thoughtlessness. But there are some acharyas in Vedanta itself, we call them as Vedanta Ekadesi. They talk about this thoughtlessness of Yoga Shastra. They combine Vedanta and Yoga. But many acharyas don't accept that. We will leave that part. Yoga, Samadhi, we are not talking. What about Vedanta Samadhi? We are going to see that what Lord Krishna said in Bhagavad Gita. This is one thing. Then the benefit of Nididhyasanam or purpose of Nididhyasanam is what? Why I have to do Nididhyasanam at all? Only for Jnana Nishtha. To get clarity, full total knowledge, and which is a doubt-free knowledge. It is not to accomplish. Moksha is not that to accomplish. Moksha is my Siddha Swarupa, already accomplished. Brahma na prapti. It is not prapti vishayaha. It is already accomplished thing. Praptasya prapti. I am getting as though Brahma Jnanam, but I recognize I am Brahman. There is nothing to get. Nothing to get. You remove what are all covering your real nature. That's all in Shastra. In Shastra, you are learning to remove neti, neti, neti. Remove, remove, remove. That is Nididhyasanam. We call it as Pravilapanam. Anatma dissolve into Atma. That also I will explain. What is Pravilapanam? The process of Nididhyasanam I will explain. So therefore, reduction of ahankara, mamakara, backed by ragadveshas, all will reduce. Next, let me explain the derivation now. Little complicated. Complicated in the sense for those people who are not much aware of Shastra study, it is complicated. But to those who are studying Shastra very well, it is very easy. Nididhyasanam is ni is upasarga, a prefix. Dhyayi dhatu, verbal root. Ni plus dhyayi, dhyayati, dhyatum ichhati, didhyasati. First, you have to form like that. How this Nididhyasanam word has come. If you don't know the derivation also, you can do Nididhyasanam, doesn't matter. But those are interested in grammar and those who want to know how this word has come, for their sake I am explaining. Ni plus dhyayi dhatu, dhyayati, dhyatum, ichhati, iti didhyasati. Then nischayena dhyatum ichhati. Nischayena dhyatum ichhati nididhyasati. It comes nididhyasati. Its abstract noun is nididhyasanam. Anam pratyaya is added. That an is an pratyaya added last. Therefore, nididhyasanam. This is the derivation. Okay. Now, let me come to the practice of nididhyasanam, how to do. First, I will talk about pravilapanam. Pravilapanam is a method given in even Viveka Chudamani also. Shankaracharya talk about Nididhyasana shlokas. Even Nirvana Shatkam is also a Nididhyasana Shatkam. There are prayers, Nididhyasana shlokas, stotras. Not stotras, some shlokas are available, some poems written by our great acharyas for Nididhyasana. Now, Pravilapanam in Mandukya Upanishad, it is said Pravilapanam means in Nididhyasanam, he has to dissolve the non-self into self. That he has to do. Why he has to do that? Because while listening to Shastra, Uttamadhikari alone can understand Mahavakya. What is the implied meaning exactly? It is not easy for all students. Sadhana Chatushtaya Sampatti is completely perfectly there, that person can understand as the teacher conveying the Mahavakya, immediately they can grasp. Like Nachiketa, like students, Kenopanishad students, they are like that, Uttamadhikaris. But very rare. Uttamadhikaris are very, very rare. Uttamadhikari is one, as he or she is listening, they grasp and they understand, they assimilate, they internalize the Mahavakya essence. There is no doubt for them. For them, Nididhyasanam is not required. Shravanam, Mananam too are there in Jnana Yoga. In understanding Aham Brahma Asmi, Shravanam and Mananam, these two are enough for them. Therefore, Nididhyasanam is not required for Uttamadhikari. Nididhyasanam is required for those participants, students who are not able to understand the teaching completely as they are doing Shravanam. Listening time itself, they cannot grasp. They grasp little because of their many obstacles are there, because of their vasanas, because of their lifestyle, because of their some prarabdha also they say, because of so many other lack of grasping, lack of subtlety, lack of focusing, many other obstacles may be cause. Either one or the other reason, something obstruct them not to internalize the teaching. They understand very well, but they cannot claim that I am Brahman. No doubt in that. But they cannot claim. Why? Many reasons are there for that. I given few reasons. Whatever may be the reason, that student is not able to get the benefit of Mahavakya Upadesha. Aham Brahmasmi, Tattvamasi, Prajnanam Brahma. These are all Mahavakyas. They are talking about you are that Brahman, you are that consciousness. When Guru is telling, Upanishad is clearly explaining, but this person is struggling because of age factor also sometimes. If they are very old and listening, they cannot retain that listening, whatever they are received. So registering is possible when there is a reception. Proper reception is required, proper registration is required, then only you can chewing, masticating the what you have heard from the Guru. That is called Nididhyasana, reliving in the teaching. So those who cannot claim that I am Brahman, my job is over. If not, I'm not able to internalize, I'm not able to even negate Ishvara. Ishvara is also real after listening to Vedanta also for a length of time. Ishvara is as a third entity, if you say. World is different, Ishvara is different, I am different. Swamiji called them as junior students. Junior students, a triangular format. They are still in triangular format after listening even 10 Upanishads. After listening all Prakarana Granthas also. But they cannot avoid the triangular format. I am the victimizer, no? And the world is victimizing me, victimizer and victimized I am, and Bhagwan is the savior. This thought pattern very difficult to come out because Ishvara, how can I negate him? Mandukya is the best. No, Mandukya meva alam. If you listen to Mandukya properly, enough. Mandukyakara says everything clearly, but they cannot internalize. So, for the internalization of that learning what they have received, masticating or chewing the entire teaching of my Guru, uh, that person required Nididhyasana. Not to get jnanam. He need not get jnanam because Nididhyasanam cannot give jnanam. Nididhyasanam cannot give jnanam, then what Nididhyasanam gives? Nididhyasanam helps only to internalize the teaching. It cannot give any new knowledge. This must be very clear. Nididhyasanam cannot give a new knowledge. It gives only whatever I have heard from my guru. I relive in the teaching. I bring back to my mind. It is called like a replay, replaying the recorder, cassette. I replay it. Like in cricket match, and 6 runs, again they replay. Like that, I replay my entire Shastra study, whatever I have written in the book, I have heard from my guru. I replay it. This replaying of my Shravanam alone is called Nididhyasanam. So in this Nididhyasanam, for Manda Adhikari, Madhyama Adhikari sake, Madhyamanda Adhikari's sake, Madhyama Adhikari we can say, mediocre students sake Nididhyasanam. That also of two types. Samadhi Abhyasa Rupa Nididhyasanam is preferable for many people, many Vedantic students. Samadhi Abhyasa Rupa Nididhyasana means sitting in one place and reliving in the teaching. That is what 6th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. What Lord Krishna said, Samankaya Shiro Grivam Dharayanna Chalam Sthiraha Samprekshanasikadram Swam Vishashchanavalokayan. Sit in one place, focus your mind, don't look here and there, and keep your body straight, and you have to think about Atman. Then Lord Krishna continues, Shanai Shanairu Paramit Buddhya Dhriti Grihitaya Atmasamstham Manah Kritva Nakinchidapi Chintayed. Shanaihi Shanaihi, slowly, slowly, Uparamet Buddhya Dhriti Grihitaya. With full effort, you withdraw your mind from all sense objects, sense organs to be withdrawn from sense objects, and after withdrawing, shanaihi uparamet buddhya dhriti grihitaya, with willpower, then what I have to do? Atma samstham manah kritva. Make your mind to dwell upon the Atman, Satchidananda Atma, the nature of Atma. That teaching, whatever Guru has given, I am different from 5 koshas, I am different from 5 bodies, I am different from sense organs. Mano buddhi hankara chittani naham. Whole Nirvana Shatkam is an Nididhyasana Shatkam. Like that, he can bring the teaching into the mind. Manah, Atma Samstham Manah Krita. Na kinchidapi chintayat. Don't think about any anatma. Any anatma, don't think. But you have to think upon only Atma. This is called Samadhi Abhyasa Rupa Nididhyasana. Sit in a particular place at a particular time and remember the teaching of your Guru on Atma. This is one type of Nididhyasanam called Samadhi Abhyasa Rupa Nididhyasanam. Many people need this. Vedantic students, many students need this. That too, this Samadhi Abhyasa Rupa Nididhyasanam alone, they need. But there are some little bit advanced students, they need not sit in one place. They need not choose a particular time, particular asana, not required. Bhagavan Krishna says for them, Pashyan, Srunvan, Sprishan, Jigran, Ashnan, Gachan, Shwapan, Swasan, Pralapan, Visrajan, Grunhan, Unmishan, Nimishan, Napi. Throughout the day, Pashyan, as you are seeing objects, that time also contemplate an Atman. At subconscious level, it has to go on and on and on. Just as a person always thinking about a thing, about object, about a person whom he like or she likes. If they like it so much, they go on and on in subconscious level. It is ringing, ringing, ringing without their effort. Like that, here a jignasu, mumukshu, after listening to Shastra, Pashyan, as he is or she is watching, seeing the things also, they can remember their nature. I am Panchakosha Vilakshana. Shrindvan, even though I'm listening, many talks are going on, people are talking here and there. Even in central station also, I can contemplate. Shrindvan, Sprishan, even touching the objects, I am doing certain actions. At that time also, I can remember my Atman nature. Pashyan, Shrunvan, Sprishan, Jigran, even smelling time also. When you are using sense organs of knowledge, sense organs of action, that is the idea of the sloka. Pashyan, Shrunvan, Sprishan, Jigran, Ashnan, while eating also. You can remember your real nature. Ashnan, Gachan, while walking. Ashnan, Gachan, Swapan, while reclining. Shwasan, while breathing. Pralapan, while talking. Visrajan, while excreting, and the malamutras, excretion time also. Pralapan, Visrajan, Grinhan, when you are taking things. Unmission, nimashan, api, even when you are blinking and opening your eyes, closing your eyes, opening your eyes, that time also. So Lord Krishna says, at that time also you can remember your real nature. You can contemplate on this. This is possible only for advanced senior students, those who are little bit much adhikaris than this manda adhikaris, madhyam adhikaris. So there are differences. It depends upon their caliber, capacity. Guru cannot say you practice this meditation, you practice this meditation. The jignasu, the mumukshu student only has to decide which one I want, samadhi abhyasa rupa nididhyasana or brahma abhyasa rupa nididhyasanam. Either way, in each one you can do pravilapanam. Mandukyakara Gaudapadacharya writes, pravilapanam means you resolve the gross into subtle, subtle into subtlest, like that. How dissolve that panchabhutas total level, dissolve the earth into water, water into fire, fire into air, air into space. Resolve mentally. Pravilapanam. Resolve that. After resolving that into Akasha, Akasha into Atma. This is a total level. At individual level, Pravilapanam, I can resolve the Annamaya Kosha, physical body, into Pranamaya Kosha, vital body. After dissolving the gross body into vital body, Pranamaya, I have to dissolve into Manomaya. This is subtler than Pranamaya. Therefore, Pranamaya, I have to dissolve into Manomaya. All these are at mental level, I have to do. There is no physically dissolving here. Then Manomaya into Vijnanamaya. Vijnanamaya into Anandamaya. So remaining the Kosha Vilakshana Sakshi Sakshi Aham. Shariratraya Vilakshana, different from three bodies, different from three koshas, and different from three avasthas, Jagrat, Swapna, Sushupti. I am neither waker nor dreamer nor sleeper. I am the witnesser of that waking experience, dream experience, and sleep experience. Even in sleep also, that I am there Sakshi Chaitanyam, who is witnessing that silence in the sleep, I do not know anything. I slept well, registering, witnessing. Therefore, I am always there. So this is the Pravilapana, the Rupa Nididhyasana. Like this, one has to practice Nididhyasana. Samadhi Abhyasa Rupa Nididhyasana and Brahmabhyasa Rupa Nididhyasana. Sthula Shariram into Sukshma Sharira, dissolve. Sukshma Sharira dissolve into Karana Sharira. Total level, gross world, universe to be dissolved into subtle universe to be dissolved into causal universe. Causal universe dissolved into Atma Chaitanyam, that Atma Chaitanyam I am. Like that, the student has to do Nididhyasanam for a length of time until they get Jnana Nishtha. Jnana Nishtha, Sthita Prajna, he can become. Gunatitaha, he can become. Parabhakta, he can become. He or she. So, this is the benefit of Nididhyasanam, internalization of the Atma Swarupam, which is my own real nature, by the practice of contemplation. What I have to choose is my choice. If I need Samadhi Abhyasa or Upanididhyasanam, I have to sit in one place, particular time. I can do that. As Gaudapada Acharya says, Lai Sambodhayet Chittam Vikshiptam Shamayet Punaha Sakashayam Vijaniyat Samapraptam Nachalayet. When I was talking about obstacles in meditation, this shloka I explained. So Gaudapada Acharya also says, avoid all the obstacles and relive in the teaching, that for internalization. Assimilated food only gives strength to you, not consumed food. Consumed food cannot give strength. Assimilated food only gives strength. Everyone knows. Assimilated food only nourishes you. It gives nourishment to you. Similarly, Vedanta teaching also, when my guru says, I might have consumed that, receiving, writing notes, a lot of CDs, a lot of cassettes, I may be having. In mobile itself, people are keeping, and driving time they listen. Driving time, Shravanam, how far it will help a person. Therefore, quality mind is required while listening to Shastra. Quality mind maintenance is very, very difficult for many people. That is why Tivra Mokshatvam, Tivra Jignasa is there. One can get knowledge at the time of Shravanam, or at least in Nididhyasanam, they can internalize. Therefore, in Jnana Yoga, study of scriptures, there are three steps are there. Shravanam, Mananam, Nididhyasanam. Shravanam to remove your ignorance, self-ignorance. Mananam is for to remove doubts. Samshaya nivrityartham mananam. Ajnana nivrityartham shravanam. To remove is self-ignorance. Shravanam, listening. To remove my doubts, mananam. And to remove my viparita bhavana, habitual orientation. That viparita bhavana to be dissolved, to be eliminated only by nididhyasana. So viparita bhavana nivrityartham nididhyasana rupa abhyasaha. Therefore, Yajnavalkya also says in Brihadaranyaka Atma va arya drashtavyaha shrotavyaha mantavyo nididhyasitavyaha. The tavya pratyaya is there, should be done. One should practice. Very rarely Uttam Adhikaris is there. They can grasp the teaching, but not all. So for those people, Shastra recommend Nididhyasana Rupa Nididhyasanam. Nididhyasana Rupa Dhyanam to assimilate. So Samadhi Abhyasa Rupa Nididhyasanam, Brahma Abhyasa Rupa Nididhyasanam. through Pravilapanam. And Nirvana Shakam is the best Nididhyasana slokas are there. There are many other there are many Shravana Grandhas, Manana Grandhas, and Nididhyasana Grandhas. Acharyas, all Vedantic Acharyas wrote books only for Shravanam purpose. Doubts cannot be removed by that. There are certain Manana Grandhas are also there only to remove your doubts after doing Shravanam. There are some other books, Nididhyasana Grandhas, only for Nididhyasana. Nididhyasana can never give Jnanam. Nididhyasanam is not to remove your doubts regarding God, regarding Atma, regarding world, anything. Therefore, Shravanam gives Jnanam. Mananam gives Samshaya Rahita Jnanam. Nididhyasanam gives Viparita Bhavana Rahita Atma, the assimilation. I can assimilate. So assimilated Vedantic teaching only gives benefit. This is about Nididhyasanam. With this, I want to conclude. If any questions are there, Deepakji, you can ask.
No, Swamish, actually, I think it's the journey as well as you explained, Nididhyasana is not for everyone. There is an Adhikari there, and you also explained there is an Uttam Adhikari who probably also doesn't need Nididhyasana. But then there are the medium and average who would assimilate all the knowledge which we have gained prior and come to Nididhyasana. So the journey is very clear. Now I think it's left to the listeners to practice.
Yes.
So with this, Swamishi, we would like to again extend our gratitude. You have been very generous with your time and spent so many hours in detailing this set of knowledge. It's been very wonderful having you here, and we thank you from the bottom of our heart.
I'm also very happy to give talks on this Vedic meditation, and I wish all the listeners will get the benefit of this guided meditation or Vedic meditation and Nididhyasanam also. Those who are interested, they can practice and get guidance how to do Nididhyasanam. Gurus are there, teachers, they will guide, and there are many slokas are there, they can practice. With this, I am also concluding my meditation series of talks.
Thank you, Swamiji. Thanks again. Namaskar.
Hari Om. Hari Om. Narayan.